Hi friend, EXCON 2021, South Asia's largest exhibition on construction equipment. Going to start on 17th of May and it will be there till 21st of May. So in this 5 days event, the city of Bangalore is going to witness the extravaganza of construction equipment and the allied industries. This time there's going to be a special focus on women empowerment, localization as well as defense infrastructure development.
We are very pleased to announce that EXCON 2021 is going to be held at the DIC ground in Bangalore from the 17th to 21st. This is one of the largest construction equipment exhibition not only in South Asia, but considering some of the news that we get around the world, probably one of the largest in the world. So really a proud moment for construction equipment industry in India. We'll have more than 800 exhibitors, 100 of them from outside the country. We'll also have country pavilions, more than 15 countries, including those from USA, UK and other parts of the world. We are expecting more than 40,000 business participants there. It's going to be a fantastic event. The whole exhibition is spread over 3 lakh square meters of area, and the industry, which today supplies equipment to more than 110 countries in the world, has an opportunity to showcase the latest technology, the latest products. But most importantly, we are also going to have some very important sessions like Women in Infrastructure. Special awards will be given. We are also going to have interaction with the defense forces. Some very senior people from the defense side are going to participate. And more importantly, the whole event will be inaugurated by Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, and also Dr. General V.K. Singh, the Minister of States for Roads and Transport and Civil Aviation, Government of India. So it's going to be a fantastic event, and I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to join us in the celebration. We call it the Festival of Construction Equipment Industry.
First question is for Deepakji. So we were talking about there will be special focus on defense. So could you explain that how, what sort of programs we can see there? And because there are lots of activities like infrastructure development happening in the defense sectors like PROs and all. So what sort of participation we can expect from there? And the second part is for DK. So you were talking about some localization. Almost 95% of the companies are localized up to 50%. That is the figure. So what kind of traction we are actually witnessing post Make in India was announced in 2015? If you can just give us a rough figure year on year.
I'm very happy to mention that 2 very senior Lieutenant Generals, Lieutenant General Harpal Singh, who is the engineer-in-chief, the topmost engineer for the armed forces, and also the Director General of BRO, Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary, along with their senior teams are going to participate. And they will be able to see what the industry has to offer, but it will also be a great opportunity for the industry to hear from them on what are their expectations. Recently I had an opportunity to meet both these gentlemen, and I requested them to join us, and we expect them to come up with their plans, their ideas, their thoughts and their vision on how infrastructure is going to be developed. And then based on that, the industry can further expand the solutions that we have to offer to them. So we feel that this particular space, if I may mention to you, last few years, the armed forces have bought backhoe loaders, they have bought excavators, they have bought wheel loaders in large quantities. And also they are looking at further technologies which will help them to operate in some of the remotest parts of the country. So it's a great opportunity for the industry, and we feel very proud that we are able to support our armed forces.
And every year, actually, every time there is an EXCON, we do see a good participation by the armed forces, and we've always had the pleasure of hosting them and giving exposure to all the latest that is happening. Coming to the point of indigenization, you mentioned correctly that 95% of all equipment sold in India have more than 50% local content. And that's a statistic that very few people know, and it's an important one to talk about. The thing is, the value addition when it comes to the products in India is largely happening with fabrication, hydraulic cylinders, a lot of the fitment parts and all that. When it comes to precision components, and I would say hydraulic pumps and motors, and to some extent a bit of engines and valves, these have been largely imported. Until recently, a lot of the undercarriage parts for excavators were getting imported. But the good thing, what we have noticed in the last 2.5 years is that we've seen major undercarriage manufacturers shifting base to India. We have seen at least 2 Korean undercarriage suppliers who have set up shop in India, one in Pune, one in Chennai. And we are seeing that they have large expansion plans, and we will become more or less indigenously capable for most of the undercarriage requirements in the coming few years. They have made fairly large investments, $50 to $100 million. And so that's one very specific step that has happened. But I'm sure a lot of the components, precision component players can also come in, particularly from Japan and Korea, and a little bit from Europe, who can start to manufacture the components here. The challenge there is scale, and these precision components is very large scale, and that's where the domestic industry growth is a very critical part of it. And our work with the government has been in the area of demand creation, and there's been a lot of conversations, and with the way the infrastructure space is evolving now, with the permanent structures like Gati Shakti, NMP and NIP and all of that coming along, we will see a more clear roadmaps that gives much more confidence for investors to come in and put in factories here. That yes, there is going to be a sustained demand. How do you otherwise make such major investments? So I think we are in the right direction. We are we all have the experience that many of our principals want to develop the China plus one strategy when it comes to sourcing, and hence India comes into play quite a lot. And we believe it's a good time ahead for India as a nation, not just in badminton but also in construction equipment and in other industries.
So stay tuned for more updates on EXCON 2021. We will live report from the venue during those 5 days.
For more updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon.